In Ghana, the story of fish is more than a story of food. It is a story of people, of science, of regulation, and of cold chain that must never break. Every day, thousands of tons of fishes journey from the sea to the Ghanaian table. And behind this journey stands an ecosystem of institutions, each one critical, each one protecting the nation's food security. At the center of oversight is the Fisheries Commission, the authority tasked with safeguarding the sustainability of the resource itself, before, during, and after the fish leaves the water.
This division, usually called MCS, is one of the divisions of the Commission that is specifically mandated to ensure the monitoring, the surveillance, and the control function, to ensure that the rules that govern operation of fisheries operators in the country are complied with. The MCS exists to ensure that we monitor everyone that is fishing in our waters, or even any vessel that will fly the flag of Ghana and fish anywhere else. We are looking at, in the monitoring, we are looking at what the vessels are doing, i.e. where they are catching their fish, how much of it they are even catching, how much they are landing, where they are landing it.
Along Ghana's coast, where the Atlantic meets the strength of its people, a vital industry powers communities, nourishes families, and drives the nation forward. The fisheries sector is more than a livelihood. It is a pillar of Ghana's economic growth, built on regulation, science, innovation, and world-class logistics.
When we talk of the fisheries resources of Ghana, we are talking of the capture wild fisheries. It can be marine, it can also be inland. We are also talking of aquaculture, where the fish is grown, cultured for commercial purposes or for domestic consumption. Yeah, but the others which come in the industrial side, they are frozen. So you find them in these cartons, and it must be kept frozen for later to decide, are we eating in whichever form the consumer needs it. But that is how important we need these people. They have to help maintain the quality of the fish, and that is how important our cold stores are in maintaining the quality of the fish. But these cold stores have to, of course, working with Food and Drugs Authority, Standards Authority, there is a minimum temperature that it has to be maintained over the period. Then we have the cold value chain or the transport chain. Now that cold fish has to be sent to Bolga, Boko, and sometimes even out of Ghana, Burkina Faso, and others. And so that cold chain must be maintained. So we have the transport vans that have to transport them from wherever to the next cold store. And so you don't break the chain. When the chain is broken, then it starts to deteriorate. So one of the things we do as a commission is to ensure that that cold chain is not broken.
At the forefront stands the Fisheries Commission, safeguarding our marine resources, ensuring compliance and protecting the future of Ghana's fishery.
The Fish Health Unit has a responsibility within the Fisheries Commission, and our responsibility lies with ensuring that fish, whether caught or wild, is safe for human consumption. Cold chain is very important. It's very important because once the fish gets out of water, the fish survives in water. Once it gets out of water, a lot of chemical or biochemical processes even cease, and then other things take over. Once they are living, there are certain, should I say, organisms that are at play, and they being there, a lot of chemical or biochemical activities are happening. Different enzymes are acting, and then once they die, it's just like us. Once you die, certain cells refuse to even function. So it's the same with the fish. So cold chain or the cold storage it plays a very key role when it comes to fish preservation. or before it is even sent to process. You have to maintain it on the cold chain, a certain condition to be able to preserve it.
Behind the scenes, the scientists of the CSIR Food Research Institute uphold the highest standards of safety and quality, where advanced laboratory technologies defend the health of consumers nationwide.
World Health Organization recommended that fish must be analyzed based on the key bacteria pathogens such as aerobic mesophil, E. coli, coliform, staph, salmonella, Listeria monocytogenes, and Campylobacter. They are very important because these bacteria can cause diseases to human beings, and therefore, before a fish is sent to the market, it must be what? Satisfied that these bacteria are not part of the product.
Yes, so salmonella is a bacteria. It's one of the bacteria. But then, salmonella, yes, though dangerous, we find it, it's very common. It's one of the commonest things that we have around, the bacteria and pathogens that we have around. If it's pathogenic, it's quite dangerous. We have different strains, and once it's pathogenic, it's very deadly.
Strengthening the value chain, LaBianca Company Limited operates one of Ghana's most advanced cold storage systems, preserving freshness, preventing contamination, and ensuring that every product meets international quality benchmarks.
My name is Emmanuel Mathieu Hiwitin. I'm the head of refrigeration department of LaBianca Company Limited. We have 3 cold stores which company used for its storage. This is the ammonia department. We have about 12,000 ton cold room, 9 in different sizes, which amount to 12,000 ton cold room. We have fish section, we have chicken section. The chicken section temperatures have been set into -18. The fish -24. We run these machines to power the cold rooms to maintain our temperatures in the cold room 24/7. We have generators with 2 generators. One is 300 kVA. The second one is 500 kVA. In case of electricity, our blackout, we on the generators to power our machines. We do our maintenance, like checking of the oil, charging oil, checking our pumps, checking our cold room fans regularly. Every 2 hours, we do all those things to maintain the machines and the cold room temperatures. We run 24 hours. Every day, there's somebody here 24 hours. That's how we do to maintain our cold rooms, to have a good temperature in our cold room, to maintain our products in the cold rooms.
My name is Emmanuel Adumbedu. I am the safety manager for LaBianca Frozen Food Company. LaBianca is a company that imports frozen food, that is chicken products, fish and beef products and supply across the country. We stand it for quality, we stand it for efficiency.
Evans Inyan, the Stocks and Compliance Manager of LaBianca Company Limited. Looking forward to become one of the biggest importers and storage of frozen foods, not just in Ghana, in West Africa and in Africa as a whole. We bring in just quality stuff into the country, and that's what we feed our customers. LaBianca as a company, we pride ourselves in quality. As I mentioned earlier, as a company, we don't take delight in seeing our products coming in with lesser being kept in lower, different degrees, apart from what we know they should be in it. So therefore, LaBianca products, we are making sure that they are within the right temperature, and good for our customers to consume. Our cold room facility that we recently put up is a state of the art. Simple because we want to keep the quality, the pride that we have in terms of bringing in quality products, selling quality products to our customers. We want to keep it as we started.
Our customer matters to us so much that we cherish them all the time. And we make sure they come here safe, they live safe, so that we will have them over and over. La Bianca is a company that maintains the cold chain, so that from the importation to the final consumer, we make sure the cold chain is not broken. So in La Bianca, we make sure we never break the cold chain.
So just as I mentioned earlier on, cold chain, continental reefers and refrigeration services, we make sure, or our responsibility is to make sure every product that we handle are kept to the best of temperature that is required. So as you can see here, we are at a facility where we store our products that we receive, be it fish, frozen products or perishable products. They are stored under strict conditions and hygienic conditions just to maintain their quality. And when we need to move them from the storage facility to the clients, that's the end user or the final consumers, we also do that under strict temperature conditions, whereby we use our cold chain facility, that's the transport refrigeration, to transport them. We transport them under strict temperature conditions right from here into the truck, refrigerated truck, maintaining the temperature, not breaking the cold chain, right from here to the clients all over Ghana, to make sure the quality of the product is preserved.
We have trucks that conveys the products to the consumer or to our customers. Because safety matters to us so much, we make sure we comply with the authorities that we relate or work with. Fisheries Commission, the FDAs, and others.
So behind me is a reefer container. That is what we normally use in combination with a genset and a truck to transport our frozen or perishable goods. Now we are able to transport just around, in and out of the country, around the country, and also to Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin, Abidjan, just within the West African sub-region. So with what we have here, it has a temperature range between -30 and +30. That's giving us a range for which we can decide to give the temperature depending on the products that we are putting in the container. They have the settings that is able to handle the fish that we put in it for the transport refrigeration. Normally, when we have it in there, we are able to send it across the country and even export some as far as Burkina Faso, Togo, Abidjan, Mali, Niger, across the West Africa sub-region, just to keep them under strict temperature before they get to the clients or our customers for delivery.
And connecting Ghana to global market is Continental Reefers, masters of cold chain logistics, delivering precision controlled temperatures from vessel to port and securing the integrity of the nation's fish supply. This is the story of how regulation, science, cold chain innovation and logistics excellence come together to sustain a nation.
So definitely with all that we are doing, it's cutting down on wastage, cutting down on damages, and also with the tuna aspect that I mentioned, which some of the companies that we work for export in Ghana. Mostly once we are able to get this cold chain running tight and able to meet the customers' needs, more export is being done on daily basis, which is also going to bring in economic benefits to the country, making Ghana one of the safe places when it comes to food safety handling, food security, food safety handling in terms of exporting our fish outside. Okay, so I will urge
policymakers and investors. Cold chain used to be something that was not respected in Ghana. Sometimes you find people just loading anything, fish products and perishable foods into ordinary cargo and moving them from one point to another. I think that should be a thing of the past. Now that I think we are getting more knowledge on preserving food to make it good and safe for consuming. We should also, or I will encourage the stakeholders to come on board any which form that they can to help promote the cold chain industry in Ghana. Make it one of the biggest in West Africa, because its economic viability is something that we can really count on in the future.